First and foremost, talk a little bit about Central Baptist going out of WAC play, last non-conference team you're going to be facing this season, and just what y'all bring to the table.
Yeah, we just hope to have a tune-up and have an opportunity to play someone else other than each other, knowing that we don't play for another 8 days. So it's important to play somebody this week. We struggled to find a Division I opponent, and Central Baptist agreed to come give us a game. So hopefully we can improve in some areas and find some confidence with a couple of guys in terms of a shooting rhythm, get a few guys a few added minutes than they normally get.
Go ahead.
Good.
What type of things do you expect to change with the rotations? Maybe what type of people might get in that maybe not?
Well, the biggest thing is we're going to try to limit some guys' minutes. Those guys probably being the obvious, that would come to mind first. We want guys to get into a pretty good rhythm, but then try to limit them to, hopefully 15 to 25 in that area at the most. You'd like to see, and that's assuming that we handle our business and approach it the right way and play well. And then, you'd like to see guys at the end of the bench that have gotten limited opportunity get more opportunity tomorrow night. Again, assuming all things go well and we can make some evaluations and get guys a little bit of experience. And then a couple guys that haven't really been able to find their shooting touch as of late, hopefully get them some open looks to get going.
How much have you seen unselfish play this year continue with this team? I mean, it seems like if Applebee's having an off night, CJ will come in. If CJ is having an off night, Gibson will pop a three at the end of the game, different things of that nature.
By far and away the most unselfish team I've ever been around. We have 11 guys averaging double-figure minutes, and we've had 9 different guys lead us in scoring throughout the year. Any one of the 9 lead us in scoring on any given night in the locker room after the game. As long as we win, we got 13 that are happy, and that's what's most important.
What are you guys doing from behind the three-point arc to knock down so many threes right now? It seems like Keon or somebody else is always open and always willing to hit a shot or getting it outside.
Overall, we have a really good passing team, the best passing team that I've coached, and it's really 1 through 5. We play 4 guards a lot. We're very versatile, and even our bigs pass it really well. And then in addition, you add Speedy Smith, who's one of the best passers probably in the country. Alex Hamilton can really pass it. We get good looks, and we've been a streaky shooting team. And, I just think we're one of those teams that is going to continue to defend and grind games out. And if we're making open threes with a sprinkled few contested threes in there every once in a while, we're pretty good on those nights.
And what are you guys doing turnover-wise? You didn't have that many turnovers in the last game, so what are you doing to protect the ball a little bit more?
Well, we just put a huge emphasis on it all year, and really did last year as well. It's what we're going to stand for in this program. It's just something that we can control. We stress it every day in practice. We know that we're offensively challenged at times, but it's a little bit easier to control, really valuing the basketball, being very secure with the basketball. I'd rather, as a coach, my philosophy is I'd rather have a contested shot. I'd rather take a bad shot than turn the ball over. At least it gives us a chance to go get it off the rim.
Will there be specific things, Mike, y'all will work on tomorrow? Play running or offensive things you need, anything like that specific?
We're always promoting ownership within our program, and we'll try to dumb it down a little bit tomorrow and really get back to some basics, simplify it, and allow our point guards to make some calls. I'm sure we'll see a bunch of zone, and we'll try to shore up some of our zone offensive looks. Hopefully, again, get into a good offensive rhythm, shooting the basketball, attacking the offensive glass, but probably most importantly, maintain what we're doing on the defensive end.
How do you keep the focus playing a non-WAC school in the middle of a WAC conference schedule?
My approach is going to be to continue to improve. Today in practice, we're going to go hour and a half, 2 hours, and go hard and get after it. Our guys know that we're not invincible, that we're probably not a surefire NCAA tournament team today. They all want to get there. So I think it's less about who we're playing tomorrow and more about our focus and our approach.
Coach, after wins at Seattle and Idaho, you got 12 road wins, tied for most in the country. Even with such a young team, how have you been able to be so successful on the road away from Ruston?
Got a great group of kids, good staff. They're all in it together. They've bought in and embraced the fact that we got to be really, really good defensively. We got to lay it on the line every night defensively, whether we're at home or on the road, to have a chance. We've done that, and fortunately, we've been just good enough offensively to squeak some out on the road.
Got a winning streak going, but now you've got a non-conference game and then a long layoff until your next game. Does that concern you having that long of a break, or is it more just a chance to kind of recollect and get a little rest?
Yeah, I think it's a positive for us. Now, depending on how we play next Thursday, I may change my answer, but last year we had a pretty good break in between games late in the year, and I thought it helped us. It was about this time, it was Bracket Buster week. We had a bye date. That's midweek. You know, Wednesday, Thursday we didn't play because we played Central Arkansas on Saturday. This year it's vice versa. We're playing tomorrow night, but we're off Saturday. And I think it can only help with getting our legs back, getting rejuvenated physically, obviously, but also mentally. Just having our kids, giving them the opportunity to get away from a little bit, giving them an extra day or two off, assuming we do what we're supposed to do tomorrow night. Hopefully gets our guys a little bit refocused and gets those juices flowing in terms of wanting to get back in the gym and getting back at it.
What does the break do for the coaching staff? Does it give you more time to prepare for maybe some opponents down the line? After this game, what does that do for you?
Yeah, it's a good question. You know, we met for a long time today and just brainstormed for a while, and we're just considering different wrinkles we could add offensively and defensively. It's so late in the year that we don't want to change a lot with what we're doing. We've had pretty good success, but we do think we can add little things here and there on both sides of the ball. And then, you know, I think it's important in terms of how you manage your team and how long you're going and what days you're going, what days you're giving them off. So all those things are very important this time of year. We want to make sure we're hitting on all cylinders next Thursday.
With just a couple games in the year and leading in the WAC, is there a time ever that you try to scoreboard watch or not scoreboard watch and make sure that you concentrate just on Central Baptist and then next Thursday?
That's really it. You know, I know it's cliche and it's not real exciting. My answers in this regard, but we're just so concerned with ourselves. We think that we have a high ceiling. We know we have a lot of room for improvement in certain areas, and that's really where all our focus is.
Unlike most other teams around the country, you've got the added challenge of your players have finals coming up next week.
That's right.
With the quarter ending. So does the break kind of help and kind of refocus their efforts towards academics, and how does that kind of play?
Definitely. We put a huge emphasis on academics this week. Finals are coming up. It's a big academic week for us. It's a big let's all get in the gym and get a little bit better individually type week for us as we have another test tomorrow, kind of in the middle of things, and are able to gear up for a stretch run that's very, very important for us.
Were you down to Central Baptist, and if they didn't say, hey, we'll play, you probably wouldn't be playing tomorrow? I mean,
we would have just probably waited it out, you know, for another non-Division I. We were thankful that they agreed to do it, and you know, obviously we don't have BCS money to be throwing at folks, but we were able to secure them, and it was a good thing for sure.
Anything else?